Horror Haiku number 5. Dear Asian Horror. Really? Little girls with black hair? At least we got Freddy.
Hello all you fans of blood and guts. This is A Side of Horror. I'm Tyler Dean. So, good news. Finally went to go see the new Nightmare on Elm Street. I did go see the original, but I finally saw the new one. And I must say, I do agree with the reviews. What most of you are saying, and I would assume that most of you believe, is that while the film tries to take the original and do better by redoing it, they fail because they're confused, basically, on what they're trying to do. You got them at one time trying to do something new with the way they're killing people, with the way Freddy looks, the things he says, and then you have scenes that they took from the original, like the bathroom scene, how the main character girl that you think is the main character dies early on, and you find out that the side character that was barely mentioned is now the new main character. I think one of the aspects of the film that most of the people were most bummed with was how Johnny Depp's new character, who is Kyle Gallner in this one, the guy who plays Quentin, the way he dies in the new one, I won't spoil it for those of you who haven't seen the film yet, but the way he dies in the new film is, well, he doesn't even die. Well, there I go, I ruined it. But in the original, sorry people, I'm going to ruin it, is he gets sucked into the bed and basically implodes and blood goes everywhere, and it's just like, that was a pretty iconic scene, and that's missing now. And so, they tried too many different things, I think, too many different directions. It's harder to kind of be like, yeah, Freddy, kill everyone. Whereas in the older ones, it's very easy to do. It's kind of like the Saw films, how, you don't want the people to survive, you just don't care. Speaking of Saw, the theme for this week is serial killers. And you must imagine my excitement when I realized that I could do Saw. Woo! Yeah, I got the trilogy edition. Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3 uncut, special features, awesome. If you ever see this box set, I recommend getting it. The trilogy box set has everything you could ever want as a Saw fan. Anyways, so because the theme is serial killers, I will be reviewing Jigsaw, or Saw 1, I'm sorry. Came out in 2004, starring Carrie Ewells, Leigh Whannell, Danny Glover, Dina Meyer, just all these people. Basically what the film is about is, it's about a guy in the first film, we're going off of the first film, people. It's about a guy who wants to test people, their human will to survive, by putting them in situations where they would have to kill themselves or someone else. So technically he's not a murderer, but he is. He kind of makes it so that it's inevitable that you'll die, but you can save yourself. And usually that's at the cost of someone else's life or your own life. Well, not your own life, but your own limbs. So what we're following is Dr. Gordon, Carrie Ewells, and this other guy in the room, Adam, who is played by Leigh Whannell, one of the directors, writers, or whatever. And, it's kind of like they're wasting their lives away, and so that they're being taught a valuable lesson by this jigsaw killer who, when he kills someone, he carves a jigsaw piece out of their skin to kind of show that they're missing something. And actually, if these people were to survive and get out of their traps, then they would have found that piece and they would become a whole person again. Usually in these films, especially with the first one, but usually in all the Saw films, except for the last two, which sucked, there's always a way to get out. It's very simple. You just kind of have to pay attention, just follow the rules. So the good things about this film are that it's a pretty good pace. The story's pretty good. It was original back when it first came out, I felt. There's not a lot of gore, and when there is, in this first film at least, it was very shocking, especially the opening bathroom scene with the guy in the middle of the room. You're able to kind of develop a relationship with most of the characters in the story. In terms of bad, there are some scenes that are a little, you're just kind of watching it, you're like, are they serious? Did they accidentally put the deleted blooper takes in the film? Twists are fantastic, oh my god. The twist at the very end raped me. In closing, I would say that this is definitely a 5 out of 5. I know I'm biased, I know I've said in the past that I absolutely love these movies and they're absolutely my favorite, but I mean 5 out of freaking 5. For at least the first movie, people, don't kill me. Go see it now. Go rent it, turn off this computer and go see. I won't shut up, that's how much I love this. Okay, you're just gonna have to cut me off somewhere. Even Miles loves the Saw movies, right? Right, Miles? Yeah, you love the Saw movies. Wag your tail. Wag. Miles! Oh, good boy! There. Yeah. It's kind of wagging.